Episode 42, Miss Caroline Kite. Part of the Kite family. Part of the Kite Family Strings, which is a band that they have, and we'll talk about that during the episode. But enough of my jibber jabbering. Let's get this show on the road.
These are the performers that I know. These are the performers that I know. These are the performers that I know. These are the performers that I know.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Performers I Know. This is episode number 42. Whoop-de-doo. How are you? I'm sorry. I should stop doing this. I'm very silly sometimes. That's what a lot of people tell me. Well, that's all right. Silly things are lots of fun. This week, this is a very interesting interview, ladies and gentlemen. She is one of six siblings. Six, count them. One, two, three, four, five, six. And all of them are in the performing arts in some fashion. That is astounding. But my guest in particular is one of these six marvelous individuals, and her name, ladies and gentlemen, is Miss Caroline Kite. Caroline, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Dane. I'm so happy to be on your show.
Well,
How are you doing?
oh, you know me, Caroline. I'm feeling like a big old box of fluffy ducks right now. It's amazing. So, once upon a time, this past December, strangely enough, I first met Caroline because I was working with her older brother Andrew, who did a voiceover show for me, Young Sherlock Holmes project. And as I started to do a little bit of research and realizing that the Kite siblings all did theater and film and music and all sorts of wonderful stuff, I started to say, I would love to work with some of these other Kite children. And then I came across Caroline's profile and saw that she was very quick-witted, had a very good sense of humor, a very good sense of comedic timing, and I just wanted to work with her on a particular scene in one of my scene showcases, scene showcase 12 to be exact, and it's called Just a Quick Joke. And it was lovely. It was fantastical. But Caroline, my first question to you is what got you bitten by the theater bug? What led you to want to become a gifted young little actrice?
Well, so Andrew, he got a voiceover, and then my sister Shaylin, she got really mad because she wanted to be an actress. And so my mom let her start, and then we all just wanted to become actors and actresses.
So everybody started getting mad at each other. Like Jacob is mad, and now Evelyn is mad, and now Isla is mad, and now Caroline is mad, and all that madness just
Yes.
turned into acting.
Yes.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I mean, I guess it worked because you're all very talented, ladies and gentlemen, I must say. So,
Thank you.
yes. So, Chasing Kite Strings is the website that you're on, and I believe um, Kite Strings is the name of. You guys have like a kind of a musical troupe, a band of some sort. Is that it's called Kite Strings?
Yes.
Ah,
Um,
what
it
now?
started out
What? Oh,
with
sorry. Go on.
it's fine. So it started out with Jacob and Shaylin, and then they added Andrew and then me, and we all play the violin, and we do a lot of other instruments. We have a room filled with instruments, and some of them we don't even play.
Hmm.
And Isla, the youngest, just started violin.
I have it on good authority that Isla likes to play the bagpipes, the electric bagpipes. Is that true?
Oh, yes, it's definitely true.
Oh, okay, cool. I'd love to hear her play that sometime. Do Roddy Roddy Piper's theme song. Sounds wonderful. So you guys mostly play violin. Like, have you guys done your own kind of compositions, or do you stick to just your established work?
Shaylin and Jacob do.
Okay, well, that's quite lovely. I think that's one of my favorite instruments to play. Well, I wish I could play violin. I could play air violin. That's about the best I can do because if I tried to play the violin, I feel like the ASPCA would come knocking on the door like, where's this cat that you're herding? Get it out of here. But no. Um, so as I said at the
Well,
top, yes,
Shaylin, she won awards on composing.
she did. Ooh, got
Yes.
an award winner amongst us. That's lovely, dear. So as I said at the top of the show, I chose Caroline to be part of my Scene 12 showcasing Just a Quick Joke with her good buddy, Porter Scanlon, who is the guest on our very next episode. I might as well just say it here. I normally don't give away guests for the next episode, but Porter is going to be episode 43, and he's a barrel of laughs. What is it like?
Yes, he is very funny.
What is it like working with Mr. Porter?
Um, well, I don't really know. It's just very funny,
Oh, I
and
mean,
he keeps
that
me laughing all the time.
He's so funny. He knocked the house down. Literally, it took us months to rebuild. I hope you're happy. No, of course not.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, I'm noticing with a lot of these clips that you and your siblings do, you guys have a good dose of drama and comedy. You guys excel at both of them. Is there any particular types that you prefer? Do you like to do funny things, or do you like to do serious things, or do you like to do a kind of a combination of both?
I like to do commercials and sitcoms.
All right, so then something more on the funny side.
Yeah.
So if I came to you with a commercial like, "Oh no, have you ever slipped on a banana peel and landed in a bunch of pies?" Well, call 1-800 Oopsie Daisy for your lovely needs. I mean, you never know. There could be some kind of niche law firm out there that would do something like that. It's quite possible.
Well, I would do it because I really want to slip on a banana peel and fall into pies.
Well, I mean, we would need to make sure, of course, that you don't get hurt because that you got to make sure you land in the pies or the softest part. You don't want to land on the ground because that's very it's painful.
Yes,
Okay, it's
of
painful.
course.
It's painful.
Yeah, you have to do it the boring way.
Well, yes, yes, of course, the boring way, but the boring way sometimes is the safe way. But yes,
But the boring way is not the fun way.
no, I guess you know you. It's a wonder you don't go into Parliament. You have quite a way of speaking, young lady.
Well, I'm very used to pain.
You.
I do
Oh,
gymnastics and dance.
aha. Yes, that is true. Caroline does like to do dancing. Now, that's actually, it leads to my next question. What came first in your storied career? Was it dancing, or was it acting, or do you do singing as well?
Yes.
What came first?
I started dancing when I was 3. I started gymnastics when I was 7, singing when I was 7, and theater when I was 5.
Okay. And what about the chainsaw juggling? When was that?
The what?
The the chainsaw juggling. Come on, you know. Come on. Come on. You know. You were telling me the other day about the you juggle 17 chainsaws while singing.
It was yesterday.
She started it
I am a very
yesterday.
quick learner.
Oh my goodness. Such skill, such modesty, don't you agree, folks? So
I know. I'm so amazing.
you are absolutely, it's lovely. So you are in the Atlanta, Georgia area, or somewhere in the Georgia vicinity.
Yeah, I live in Georgia.
Georgia, yes. And you have been doing some great stuff, some really great stuff with a group
But I was
called
born
You were born
in Texas.
in Texas. Oh, pardon
In
me.
Texas.
I did not know that you were born in Texas and you moved to Georgia.
Yes, when I
Ah,
was
ye
4 years.
yes. It's a wonder why. Do you still like the Cowboys?
No.
Wow, I've never heard such. No, such a definitive answer. Those rotten Cowboys. The Falcons, now that's where it's at. Or even
Yes.
Atlanta United. You remember them, right? Of course you do.
No.
Or
I
the
do
Atlanta.
not.
They're a soccer team, of course, you see.
Uh,
You've been doing a lot of wonderful stuff with Lagrange drama. Lagrange.
LaGrange.
Lagrange. And I'm seeing here that you have done some very stellar stuff. Amongst your different shows include Charlotte's Web and Annie Junior and Frozen Junior and The Sound of Music. But there's one thing here that has me a little bit, I'm curious, I'm intrigued. And I see it's called Thy People Shall Be My People. You played a character called Aggie. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, that play, it was about this country family, and I was supposed to be this little girl named Aggie, and it was written by the director, Noel Reed, and it was very fun.
Can you give us a little synopsis? You don't have to go into too much detail, but like what did this family do? Did they jump, dance, and sing, or did they ride on unicycles?
No, it was not a musical, but it was
Oh,
a very, 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 very long time ago. So I don't remember it.
that's a lot of varies.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, that's at least 8 or 9 varies. That I don't know what that means in time frame. Like every vary is like 6 months, give or take, something like that. Yeah, you think?
Yes. My
Okay.
first play was Frozen Junior, where I played young Anna, and I used to be very shy, and my parents did not know if I would actually be able to get up there and act and sing. But they said that I did very well, and according to my mom, a lot of people actually had tears in their eyes whenever I sang my song as Little Anna.
Hmm. Can mom
Yes.
confirm this? Is mom sitting here?
Yeah, she is. Right there.
Mom, can you confirm this?
Actually, yes. She was we didn't know, see, we had all these other kids that loved to be performers, and she was like afraid of her own shadow growing when she was really little. And she said she wanted to do drama club, and they cast her as little Anna, and I thought, "Oh no, this is going to be a disaster. She's going to get up there and see everybody and not want to sing or act or say anything, and she'll just run off stage. But she surprised everyone who knew her, and there were several people that came up to us afterwards and said they cried at her song because it was so beautiful and so heartfelt.
Well, there you go. A cameo by Mrs. Kite, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause. Big round of applause. Even though I'm the only one here that's clapping. Yeah, there we go. There's the claps, claps.
She does talk a lot, so I don't think I should be clapping for her.
Wow. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you say 2 words or 200 words. You better clap for your mom. That's the one thing you should do. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
There.
That was the best clapping I've ever heard in my entire life. In fact, it makes me want to cry. That's how good the clapping was. Oh. So
Oh,
yes,
boo-hoo.
the kite, the lovely, lovely kite strings. Jacob and Shaylin and Andrew and Caroline and Evelyn. And let's not forget little Isla. Have you worked with your
I.
sibling? Huh?
It's Isla.
Oh.
The silent.
Oh, goodness gracious. Isla, I'm sorry. You see, I did not know
Oh,
this at the time.
she doesn't really care.
Isla, if you're listening, Isla, first of all, it's probably way past your bedtime. You better just. And secondly, I'm so sorry. Have you worked with your siblings in projects before?
Yes.
And do you normally, feel like that inclination of, ooh, I get to fool around with my siblings because they're working with me together? Or are you all like, no, no, we must be professional, even though we are brothers and sisters?
Nope. I'm not like any of those. I'm
You,
like
you,
in the middle of them.
you're right, smack dab in the middle. I I believe that you guys were, at least a few of you, were in the Nutcracker in December.
Yes, I've been in Nutcracker since I was 5.
Oh, my goodness. Don't they give you a break? You've been doing this for like
Nope.
six
And
years.
I already have point shoes.
Oh,
I'm in 5th grade now.
I I don't know I don't know the difference between ballet shoes and point shoes, even though my niece
Well,
dances. Mm,
ballet shoes are super soft, and point shoes
okay.
are super hard. And point shoes are also a lot harder to do, and you need stronger ankles to go on them. And so that's why I had to wait until now.
Well, then that probably wouldn't help me because my ankles are like spaghetti noodles. They just go. Blah, 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 blah. So if I was to
Oh,
try
too bad.
wearing point shoes, I would probably fall down.
Yeah. Well, everybody except for Jacob was in the Nutcracker this year. It was Isla's first year, and Andrew's first time. He was the understudy for the Nutcracker. And
Well,
he actually got to do the Nutcracker for one show.
I was gonna say it was my understanding that he had to fill in for the Nutcracker because I feel like the person who was playing Nutcracker was either sick or had to go out somewhere or something.
Yeah.
Just imagining all the girls, all the ballerinas. Oh, Andrew, oh, you're so sweet, Andrew. Oh, you're in the Nutcracker, and you're just like, bleh, whatever.
Little do they know.
Little do they know what. I'm intrigued now.
Well, Andrew, um, he just acts like he's the best. Nobody really loves him.
Wow, wow.
I mean, a few people could, but
I mean, I might have to have Andrew on the show to defend himself here because that. I mean, he
okay.
acts like he's the best, but I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, he's got a lot of girlfriends.
Oh, does he now?
Yes, he does.
Look at you spilling all the tea all over the place.
And they're all older than him.
Somehow I find that a little difficult to believe.
Well,
I don't
it's
know.
true.
I don't know. I think you're playing a joke on me.
No, he acts like everybody's his girlfriend.
Oh wow. That's very well, I guess it's good to have confidence in yourself. That's what I've always heard. Well,
He is
ladies and
very
gentlemen, as I
confident.
look at the old clock on the wall, I see that we are starting to run just a little bit out of time, as wonderful as this interview has been. Caroline, my last question for you, as I ask all of my guests, if somebody were to come up to you with 8 or 9 of their siblings and say, Caroline, I want to go into acting as well, or dance, or playing the violin, or any of the numerous things that you do, what would be the piece of advice that you would give them in order to best succeed?
To run.
To run.
Yes, to run.
No, you just don't do it. Just don't. I mean, you might actually be the first person who has said that, but there's no shame in that. Sometimes, sometimes it could be hard work, but it also can be a lot of fun. It's very satisfying. I admit there's been
Yeah.
some times where I've looked around and went, what is it all about? Maybe this is as good as it gets, Jack Nicholson. But yes. So as our outro plays us out, I want to thank our guest Caroline Kite. Caroline,
These are
thank
the
you so
performers that I
very,
know,
very
I
much
know.
for coming
These are
today.
the performers that I know.
Thank you
These are the
so much for
performers that I
having
know, I
me.
know.
I had a
These
lot
are
of
the
fun.
performers that I
Well,
know.
thank you for thanking me for having me.
No, thank you.
We can all thank each other later, but for now, I'm here saying so long, everybody. Goodbye.
So long. Farewell.
Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.